possibilities, what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
Newton still has it, looking to the right side and throw. And the Panthers have...
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Big J Gleez here, and I've received a lot of messages, direct messages on Twitter as well as YouTube about how to pass the ball, and not necessarily looking for money plays, but just certain concepts, and that's what spawned the video on the flat corner route combo where you throw to the fullback or the corner ball depending on what the defense gives you. And if you haven't checked out that video, check out the description down below, or you can click right here in the video. Now, what I'm going to give you here is a way to attack the middle. We've already attacked the sideline, so we're going to attack the middle, and we're going to look at a cover 3. And check this out in slow motion. So we have the in route on the tight end who's lined up in a Y slot position, as well as the skinny post over top. Now, the in route causes the underneath defenders to have to respect it. They stay low. You can hit the skinny post underneath the cover 3 and over top of the linebackers. And the important concept to learn with this is that with varying levels, it makes it difficult for someone, 1, to use or guard you. 2, it makes the defense have to respect the patterns, so it will create space on the field. When you bunch routes up or have all of your routes going deep, it really causes a problem and causes the defenders to move all over the place and become unpredictable. And you're going to notice right here, notice the way that this in route actually pulls the zone all the way to the other side. And you would be able to hit the B route. I wanted to let this play develop and kind of show you, so I took the sack. But you notice that the zones work and move based off of your routes. So you have to make sure that you're using routes and having the defense respect those routes, or they're going to be flying all over the place, particularly this year. This has always been true, but in this year's Madden, it's even more true, and that's why a lot of people are throwing interceptions. You'll notice here I'm putting the outside receiver on the right on a slant across, and as I'm motioning him and I snap the ball, he actually takes a stutter step, and it now causes a delay, which creates more space. So we're creating more space between our receivers and spreading the defense out even more. For more on these different setups, be sure to check the description down below as we move now to a cover 2. One thing to note about a cover 2 is that the outside corners are covering down low, the safeties are covering deep and splitting the field in half. The important thing about a cover 2 is to notice that the middle linebacker will always drop deeper than normal. So that's going to create a hole in the defense, and this is very important. This is something that you can exploit and something that you really should be looking at when you see cover 2. And remember, we know that it's most likely cover 2 based off where the safeties line up. And if you didn't see that video about how to diagnose the defense pre-snap, be sure that you click right here in the video to check it out. You'll notice against the cover 2, that skinny post is also a very tight throw, so I would suggest going underneath. And we're going to look at the cover 2 here, and we put the wide receiver on the right, this time on a vertical. And you can do this against cover 3 as well, but it's just another option to have. You'll notice that the in route actually drives the defense back, and with a delay on the vertical, you're able to throw it almost immediately for a nice gain, about 4 or 5 yards. Actually, it looks like about 10, all right? So we're getting about 8 to 10 yards on that play, and that's, that's a pretty good play. And it's something that the defense has to respect. They have to make sure that they're making adjustments or manually guarding it. So we're going to take a look at this play again. We're running the vertical, we have the in, we have the drag, and you'll notice that deep downfield, throwing that vertical is not a very good throw against cover 2. So you want to make sure, again, to hit the shallow middle field. That's what's going to be open against the cover 2 as the underneath defenders play deeper. You will notice that against cover 3, right there, the vertical is very, very open as you motion it and snap it. Let's take a look at this again in slow motion so we can kind of understand why this route gets so open against cover 3. Now in cover 3, the zones play shallower, and notice the in route is pulling that yellow zone inside. So again, it's creating space and it's forcing the defense to have to account and fill this space, so we're able to move the zone out of the way and throw that vertical. And this concept is very important. And last but not least, we're going to take a look at the cover 4 zone. And the cover 4 zone cuts the field in the quarters, with the outside corners covering the outside quarters and the safeties covering the inside quarters. Now, basically what this does is, in comparison to a cover 3, it takes out one of those yellow zones, and that yellow zone is basically now covering deep. So the middle of the field is easily exploited against the cover 4. Likewise, over top is easily exploited as well, which is kind of unfortunate seeing that you're playing with 4 deep, but as all of us know, Madden doesn't always play like real life. So you'll see right here, I motion in the slant, and the slant easily exploits that vacated middle. I'm going to run the skinny post here in front of the cover 4 defenders, and I can easily catch that with a user catch. Just throw it, click on, cut it off, and catch it. Now, the drag on the left side will also be very open, being as there's only one middle defender. You can also put the outside receiver on the right on an in, and what that's going to actually do is create more space, but it's going to delay the break on the route versus a slant. So if the defense is blitzing, it may put you in a situation where you only have one bailout route, which would be the drag coming from the left, and if someone's user guarding that, you might be in a bad situation. So I prefer the slant. But, you know, you can put that guy on anything that you want. Right here, we're actually putting him on a zig out route, and you can see that gets open as well underneath the coverage and the motion. So, you know, use this type of concept, use these ideas on any play that you want in your playbook. Just make sure that there's some type of skinny post or a deep post where you can spread out the defense. So spreading out the defense, using multiple levels will make any play effective. Now you can check out some of the setups that I ran in this by checking out the description below. To diagnose coverages, make sure you click right here in the video. You can check out the video that will explain to you how you can pre-snap, see and guess and narrow down the coverage that the defense is possibly playing against you. So that's it. Thanks for checking out the video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. It's Big J Gleez, and continue to game strong.